What's up, Rise Untold family? Welcome back to another episode where we dive deep into the real stories behind the headlines. Today, we're talking about something that's been all over social media. Amy Schumer's incredibly honest update about her recovery journey after back surgery. And let me tell you, this isn't just another celebrity health story. This is about resilience, humor in the face of pain, and showing the world that even when you're down, you don't have to stay there. Before we jump in, if you love stories about overcoming challenges and the untold journeys of public figures, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're building a community here that believes every story deserves to be told, especially the ones that show us the human side of fame. Amy Schumer just underwent what's called a laminectomy surgery on her spine, and the way she's handling her recovery is absolutely inspiring. But to understand why this surgery was so important, we need to go back to where it all started, a surfing accident that changed everything. Picture this: Amy Schumer, known for her fearless comedy and willingness to try anything, out on the waves doing what she loves, surfing. But sometimes life has other plans. That surfing accident left her with chronic pain in her L5 vertebra. That's the lower part of your spine. For years, she's been dealing with this pain, probably trying everything from physical therapy to injections, anything to avoid surgery. But here's what I admire about Amy. She didn't suffer in silence. On August 8th, 2025, she posted on Instagram. And I'm paraphrasing here. She said, "Since my surfing injury back in the day, my L5 has been killing me. Today I got a laminectomy. It's a short recovery, and when I'm feeling better, I will buy a bra." Only Amy Schumer could make spinal surgery. Funny, right? But let's talk about what a laminectomy actually is, because understanding the medical side helps us appreciate what she's going through. A laminectomy is serious surgery. Doctors remove part of the vertebra, specifically the back arch that covers the spinal canal. Why? To give the nerves and spinal cord more space. When you have bone spurs or arthritis, things get crowded in there, pressing on nerves, causing pain, numbness, sometimes weakness that can shoot down your arms or legs. This isn't something doctors recommend lightly. You try everything else first: medications, injections, physical therapy. But when nothing else works, when the pain is affecting your quality of life, when you can't enjoy the simple things anymore, that's when surgery becomes the answer. And Amy's approach to sharing this journey: pure gold. She posted a photo of herself with a walker. Yes, a walker, wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt, looking completely unbothered by the fact that she needs assistance to walk right now. That takes courage. In a world where social media is all about showing your best self, she's showing her real self. But this isn't Amy's first health battle, and that's what makes her story even more powerful. This woman has been through it all. In 2021, she had to have her uterus and appendix removed because of endometriosis. The doctors found 30 spots of endometriosis during that surgery. 30. That's not a minor issue. That's a body that's been fighting a battle for years. Then in 2024, she was diagnosed with Cushing syndrome. You know what triggered that diagnosis? People on the internet commenting about her puffier face. Instead of hiding from the criticism, she used it as a wake-up call to get checked out medically. Turns out the Cushing syndrome was caused by steroid injections she'd received to treat scars from previous surgeries. Think about that for a minute. She's been dealing with the side effects of treating one health issue, which created another health issue, all while maintaining her career, being a mom, and dealing with public scrutiny about her appearance. That's not just resilience. That's superhuman strength. And let's talk about her pregnancy journey too. Amy has been open about how complicated her pregnancy was with her son Gene. Hyperemesis gravidarum. That's severe morning sickness that can be dangerous for both mom and baby. Most people would want privacy during such a vulnerable time, but Amy shared her experience to help other women feel less alone. But here's what struck me most about her recent recovery posts: her humor. Even from her hospital bed, she's cracking jokes. She overheard someone saying, "Pickleball keeps this place in business," referring to the hospital, and she thought it was funny enough to share with her millions of followers. That's someone who refuses to let circumstances define their mood. But beyond the humor, there's something deeper happening here. Amy Schumer is redefining what it means to be vulnerable in public. She's showing us that you can be strong and need help at the same time. You can be successful and still have a body that's fighting against you. You can be funny and be in pain. These aren't contradictions. This is real life. The walker photo that's been circulating everywhere. Some people might see that as embarrassing. Amy sees it as just another part of her story. She's not hiding behind filters or waiting until she's perfect to share updates. She's saying, this is where I am right now, this is what recovery looks like, and I'm okay with that. And can we talk about the timing here? This surgery happened in August 2025, right when she should be focusing on her career, her family, her projects. But sometimes your body makes the decisions for you. Sometimes you have to stop and take care of yourself, regardless of timing, regardless of what's convenient. What I find most inspiring is how Amy has consistently chosen transparency over image management. When she tried Ozempic and it made her feel terrible, affecting her ability to play with her son, she talked about it. When she found success with a different medication, Mounjaro, she shared that too. She's not selling a perfect life. She's sharing a real one that the medical community points out that laminectomy recovery is typically shorter than other spinal surgeries, which is good news for Amy. But short doesn't mean easy. She's looking at weeks of careful movement, physical therapy, learning to trust her body again. The walker isn't just a medical device. It's a symbol of taking recovery seriously. Here's what Amy's story teaches us about resilience. It's not about never falling down. It's about how you get back up. It's not about avoiding problems. It's about facing them head-on with whatever strength you have left. It's not about being perfect. It's about being real. Her approach to this recovery also highlights something important about chronic pain that many people don't understand. Just because someone looks fine on the outside doesn't mean they're not struggling. Amy has probably been managing significant back pain for years, probably having days where getting out of bed was difficult, probably canceling plans when the pain was too much. But she kept going. She kept performing, kept being a mom, kept making people laugh. That's not because the pain wasn't real. That's because she's incredibly strong. And now, by choosing surgery, she's choosing a different kind of strength. The strength to say, I deserve to feel better. The fact that she's sharing this journey so openly is also a gift to her fans who might be dealing with similar issues. Chronic pain can be isolating. People don't always understand why you can't just push through it. Seeing someone like Amy, successful and funny and loved, going through similar struggles can be incredibly validating. That what's next for Amy? Well, recovery first. Learning to walk without assistance again. Rebuilding strength. And knowing Amy. Probably making jokes about the whole process along the way. She mentioned buying a bra when she feels better. Such a small, normal thing that many of us take for granted, but when you're recovering from spinal surgery, getting dressed normally is actually a milestone. This story isn't just about Amy Schumer's back surgery. It's about what happens when we choose honesty over perfection. It's about finding humor in the hardest moments. It's about understanding that healing isn't linear and recovery isn't always pretty, but it's always worth it. Amy Schumer has given us permission to be human in public, to need help sometimes, to prioritize our health even when it's inconvenient. She's shown us that vulnerability isn't weakness. It's actually the bravest thing you can do. So to Amy. If you're watching this during your recovery, we're rooting for you. Take your time, listen to your body, and know that your courage in sharing this journey is helping more people than you probably realize. And to everyone watching, remember that your health is your wealth. Don't ignore pain because it's inconvenient. Don't suffer in silence because you think you should be strong. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is ask for help. That's it for today's episode of Rise Untold. Amy Schumer's recovery journey reminds us that our lowest moments don't define us. How we rise from them does. Make sure to like this video. If it resonated with you, subscribe for more real stories about real people, and drop a comment letting us know what you think about Amy's approach to sharing her health journey. Until next time, keep rising, keep telling your story, and remember, you're stronger than you know. Peace out, Rise Untold family.